I am Max Spiegel, and I will be representing this affirmative side. Emily Hirsch-Gordon and I are in favor of the resolution to resolve that all public secondary schools should devise and enact a plan to make condoms readily available to its students. Allow me to clarify. As the affirmative side, we have the right to define terms, and we choose to define secondary school as grades 9 through 12. Let's be honest. Students in high school have sex. It's a reality that must be accepted. According to the Centers for Disease Control, or CDC, 47.4% of high school students have had sex. The rates are even higher in cities such as New York and Chicago, where rates are around 60%, according to Advocates for Youth. In addition, 33.7% of high school students have had sex within the past 3 months, and 39.8% of these students did not use a condom. According to DoSomething.org, girls ages 15 to 19 represent one of the highest gonorrhea infection rates, and according to the Office of Adolescent Health, 13 to 19-year-olds represent 4.8% of new HIV diagnoses. However, the study says, quote, "It is likely that many young adults between age 20 and 30 may have become infected with HIV during their teen years. This number is most likely even higher because the study says, quote, undiagnosed HIV cases are thought to be highest among young people. Of the approximately 1.2 million people living with HIV, approximately 1 in 5, or 220,000, doesn't know they're infected. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, or CDC, estimates more than half of all undiagnosed HIV infections are youth ages 13 to 24, end quote. Teen pregnancies are way too high as well, with about 1 million teens getting pregnant every year, according to healthcommunities.org. We cannot deny the facts. Instead of rejecting evidence, we must adjust to a society where high school students have sex and work to make safe sex more of a possibility. Distributing condoms in public secondary schools is the first step. This way, we can prevent the teen pregnancies and STDs. We acknowledge that a condom will not stop all unintended pregnancies or STDs 100% of the time, but it's a start. According to My Sisters, a project from Advocates for Youth, quote, in a 2-year study of serodiscordant couples in which one partner was HIV positive and one was HIV negative, almost no uninfected partner became infected among couples using condoms correctly and consistently during every act of sexual intercourse, end quote. Also, according to Advocates for Youth, condoms will stop unintended pregnancies 99.98% of the time. While the 99.98% effective rate in stopping pregnancies will still have room for a few freak scenarios, it is certainly better than no protection. In addition, many schools and cities are working to make condoms more available, including schools in New York, Philadelphia, and many more. I have devised a plan to make condoms available to high school students. First, install condom dispensers in bathrooms at schools. The condom dispensers will have directions on how to properly use the condoms. We'll use the directions created by Take Control Philly. These directions include a step-by-step guide to storing the condom, putting it on, taking it off, what to do if the condom breaks, and background information on the importance of using condoms. It is important that students know how to use condoms. Parents will have the opportunity to opt out of this program if they find it necessary, because some families may not feel comfortable with their child using condoms. Students will enter their student ID number in order to obtain a condom. This will prevent students whose parents have chosen not to participate in the program, and they will be unable to get a condom from the dispenser. Condoms will cost 25 cents to offset some of the costs. Confidentiality will be maintained throughout the process. Parents and school personnel will not know which students take condoms. This gives high school students in our country an easy way and reliable way to obtain condoms. Students would benefit from access to condoms. Students sometimes choose not to use condoms simply because of the struggle of obtaining them. As Advocates for Youth says, quote, adolescents face many obstacles in the struggle to obtaining condoms and using condoms. Some of these obstacles include confidentiality, cost, access, transportation, and embarrassment, end quote. Our plan overcomes all of these obstacles. The plan ensures confidentiality. Condoms will only cost a quarter, and just as students at our school receive free or discounted food at lunch, students who cannot afford this will receive condoms for free. This is another reason why the student IDs are necessary. Access and transportation will not be a problem. All students have to do is go to the bathroom at school. And last, embarrassment will not be an issue either. Students will be able to obtain a condom in the privacy of the bathroom. Enacting this plan will also make safe sex more of a possibility for high school students. A study by Advocates for Youth showed the success of condom availability programs through the cities of New York and Chicago. Both cities have the same sexual activity among high school students, about 60%. However, in New York, there is a condom availability program, while in Chicago, there is not one. A greater percent of students reported using a condom during their last intercourse in New York than in Chicago. The study also discussed Philadelphia before the condom availability program was enacted in high schools. Instead, health resource centers distributed condoms to students. Even with this somewhat inconvenient way of obtaining condoms, condom use rose 37 to 50%. A common misconception is that a greater availability of condoms will result in greater sexual activity. However, this same study reported that there was no increase in sexual activity in New York when the condom availability program was instated. And statistics show that condom use significantly reduces STDs and unintended pregnancies. According to teenhelp.com, quote, "The data are quite clear. In preventing the spread of HIV and other STDs, and in reducing unwanted pregnancy, condoms are very effective," end quote. Condom use can almost stop unintended pregnancies and the spread of STDs such as HIV. Some may say this plan may be costly. Well, you know what else is expensive? Raising a child and paying for medical care after being diagnosed with an STD. With the price of one quarter, schools will not lose significant amounts of money. While one individual condom costs over 25 cents, condoms bought in bulk will be purchased by the school for a lower price. And while the schools will not make significant amounts of money, they will not lose significant amounts of money either. Either way, this plan will not be enacted for the purpose of making money. It is for the purpose of providing condoms to students. Think about how tragic it would be graduating high school pregnant or with a baby you never wanted. Or imagine graduating high school knowing your life will most likely be cut short because you were infected with an STD. While condoms will not always stop this, they certainly help. The plan is fairly simple, but it does what needs to be done, giving high school students a way to have access to condoms. Thank you. Vote affirmative.